Dating a narcissist financially ruined me. I've been slowly climbing out of this hole the narcissist put me in. The narcissist took everything from me. They took my old sense of self. I had to reinvent my entire personality after being traumatized by this person. I spent all my money on them. And if you know anything about narcissists, they are a bottomless black hole. You can give them everything they want and it'll never be enough. They are extremely hedonistic. They will take advantage of people because they're living on a very evil survival mode type of being, and they don't care who they hurt. They don't care what they take from people. Their goals and their needs are above all else, and it doesn't matter who they hurt or who they take it from. If you're still stuck with a narcissist, you probably notice it. Whether it's financial currency or the currency of attention or something, the narcissist takes from you. And if you have been with one, you'll know that they always want the best of the best, and they don't even deserve it. There's no reason for them to want or deserve the best designer clothes, the best type of partner, the best anything. Their narcissism, their grandiosity makes them believe that they deserve things when there's absolutely no factual reason they should be getting these things. They believe they deserve them just because. The truth of the matter is the narcissist conditions us to give them everything. We get into that push-pull relationship. They condition our mind to believe that we need to do for them in order to receive love. It is a very traumatic trauma bond type of experience. We are recreating the past toxic relationships we had with our parents, with other romantic partners. The narcissist does this to an extreme, and they condition us by giving us that love bombing phase and then taking it away from us and then giving us little scraps of love whenever we do something right. They are conditioning us like an animal because the narcissist doesn't see you as a person. They see you on this very, again, very basic instinctual level. You're just like a thing to them, and they're trying to train their person to give them what they want. Don't allow people to give you fake conditional love. I know that narcissist makes you feel or has you feeling like you don't deserve actual love. You absolutely do. If you are willing to give everything to someone who doesn't deserve it, then there are people out there who will appreciate you and who won't take you for granted like the narcissist does. It's tough when you're in this state of depression, when you are so deep in this relationship and all you know to do is to walk on eggshells to try to not get them upset. And you know the minute you say no to them, they're gonna explode and they're gonna gaslight you. They're gonna tell you that it's your fault, that you're broke, that you're ugly, that you're this or that. Narcissists have to do that. They have to bring you down to their level because inherently deep down, they're very damaged and unhappy people. And when you have such low value in yourself, when you have such low self-worth, you have to make the other people around you feel the same way to bring them down to your level. That's why when you try to improve yourself, whether it's around narcissist or anybody who doesn't want to, because you become like a mirror to their insecurities. If you're out there bettering yourself, whatever it is your goal is, you're losing weight, you're getting financially stable, and you're hanging around people who aren't doing the same, even when they're not narcissists, will try to gaslight you, will try to, if they're bad friends, they'll try to minimize what you're doing because in a sense, even if they know it, even if they don't know it on a cognitive level, it's hurting them emotionally. It's hurting their fragile egos. I've been stuck in that loop before, just like you guys, where I felt like there was no way out. I felt like I was trapped. Like I had to just keep giving to this person because they brought me down to their level. They made me feel like no one else could love me. As I know now, as I've been getting into healthier and happier relationships, we get brainwashed into the cognitive dissonance of believing and thinking like a narcissist. That's why we do things at the end of the relationship or during the relationship that are narcissistic, and we don't recognize ourselves because that's what the narcissist is. They don't recognize themselves. They don't have a self, and that's a common misconception that they are selfish. They do selfish things, but they do not have a self. That's why they're inherently empty. And when you feel empty inside, it's depressing. You don't know who you are. You don't have a sense of self. How can you be happy? Or it's all, your life becomes a consecutive set of failures. When you have no idea who you are, you can't plan for the future, you have no option but to fail. And the narcissist is going to drag you down with them if you don't find an escape plan. Thankfully, I've been through so many traumatic experiences that something in the back of my head, my inner voice was so small. I was so beaten down by this person that all I could do was, there was this small voice, run, run. 'Cause that's what happens when you're with a narcissist. They replace your inner voice, that inner critic. Now they're the ones telling you you're worthless. They're the ones making you feel like no one else can love you, that you have to give everything you have, all your money, to be loved. But that's not the truth. I basically lost every cent I own trying to make this person happy. At the end of it, they did not only traumatize me and say that I wasn't enough, they then told me that they went and found someone who had more money than I did. Does that sound like someone who cares about your well-being? The narcissist is only looking for their next mark, their next target. And that voice inside your head, it might be small right now. The narcissist has brainwashed you to the point of thinking that the loud voice that tells you you're worthless, that's actually them. Small voice in the back of my head would tell me, run, you have to leave. And I didn't, right? I was trauma bonded to this person. I believed I loved this person somehow. Which when you really sit down and think about it, it's quite insane. This person that's abusing you, this person that's stealing from you, that's cheating on you, that's doing every bad thing in the book, and you still love them. That's just proof that you are a good person and that you're willing to give, but just give to the right person. The right person will really appreciate you and won't destroy your life like the narcissist will.